Hello friends, I'm Neetu from hobbychef.in and I'm back with a new recipe which is coconut and raisin cookies. Yes, I know I'm shooting this video after like ages, but anyhow I started it and I'll be doing a lot more videos with new and interesting recipes, so keep visiting hobbychef.in. Okay, now we'll start preparing the batter for the cookies, and meanwhile you can preheat your oven at 160 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. Now I've sifted 1 cup of maida, that is plain flour, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder together. Now I'll add 1/4 cup of desiccated coconut, nariyal bura, into my maida and baking powder mixture, and 1/4 cup of raisins. Mix well and keep aside. We'll use this later on. In another bowl here, I have taken half cup of melted butter, that is 100 grams, and I have melted it in microwave. Now we'll add castor sugar, half cup of castor sugar to our melted butter. You can use powdered sugar also if you want. I am using castor sugar. Goes into the melted butter. Now with the help of an electric beater, beat this mixture till it becomes light and fluffy. As you can see, the mixture has become a little fluffy, and now I'll add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. You should always add vanilla essence with the fat. It will give the best flavor and taste. 1 teaspoon. Whip the mixture again. You can see I have 2 mixtures ready. One is the maida, coconut and raisins mixture, and one is butter, sugar and vanilla essence mixture. Now we have to combine both of them. Slowly, 1 spoon we'll add it into this and fold it. You don't need an electric mixer now, just do it with the plain spoon and with light hands. You have to follow the cut and fold method. Now I have combined both dry ingredients and wet ingredients. As you can see, the mixture is quite dry and we cannot make cookies with it now. So I'll add milk and milk powder mixture. I have taken here 3 tablespoons of milk and 1 teaspoon of milk powder. Now I'll add slowly this to my cookie batter. You should not add whole milk together. You should add it step by step so that you can keep a check on the consistency of the batter. I have taken here 3 tablespoons of milk, and if that is less, you can add 1 more tablespoon or 2 more depending upon the thickness of the batter. It should not be a dripping consistency like we have the batter for the cake, but it should not be very dry as well. Yes, as you can see, batter is sticking together. It does not have that pouring or runny consistency that of the cake batter. Now this consistency is perfect for a cookie batter or a cookie dough. We fold in the mixture together. And with hand or with a cookie cutter, you can make any designs or shapes with this. See, this should be the consistency of the dough. Now I'll make cookies and arrange it on the tray. I've lined a silicone baking sheet on the grill and I have made around 15 cookies using the cookie dough which we made earlier, and with a fork I'll press the cookies a little bit. This will make an impression or a design on the cookies, as well as it will press down the cookies from the center so that when the cookies gets cooked, it doesn't get cooked from the corners, it's evenly cooked from the center as well. I'll make this impression in all the cookies. Here's a small little one for my baby. Now I've kept the cookies in the oven at 160-degree temperature for 15 minutes initially. I'll check them once the 15 minutes are done, and if it's not done, I'll bake it for another 5 minutes. Okay guys, I've taken the cookies out from the oven. It's really hot and fresh now. I baked it for 20 minutes, 15 minutes were done. I checked them, they were really soft, so I felt it's not done. I baked them for another 5 minutes at 160-degree centigrade, and for 2 to 3 minutes I just grilled them with the top element on at 160-degree itself, so that it gets a little brown from the top as well. Now the cookies are a little soft to touch, but let it cool down, and as they cool down, they'll set and get firm. Okay friends, the cookies are ready now. They are crisp and tight and set everything. I've garnished the plate with a little bit of raisins, and you can store these cookies in an airtight container and they would last for around 10 to 15 days, and you can enjoy them with tea, coffee, for breakfast, whenever you like. So I hope you guys liked the video, and if you liked it, please don't forget to click the thumbs up button down there, and do follow us on Facebook, and I have an Instagram account also. My ID is Neeti Laga. You can check out my Instagram gallery, and don't forget to visit www.hobbychef.in for other more interesting recipes and reviews. Bye bye.